Is psychological impact included in pain and suffering damages? Imagine going through a serious injury and feeling not just physical pain but also emotional turmoil. You might wonder if that emotional distress is something you can get compensated for in a legal claim. Well, the answer is yes. Psychological impact is included in pain and suffering damages in personal injury cases. These damages are meant to cover more than just the physical injuries. They also account for mental and emotional suffering caused by the injury or the event that led to it. This includes feelings like anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and emotional distress. Courts recognize that injuries often cause deep emotional pain that can last a long time. For example, someone who suffers a car accident might develop nightmares or constant anxiety afterward. These psychological effects can be just as debilitating as physical injuries. When courts evaluate damages, they look at how severe and how long the emotional suffering lasts. They use methods like the multiplier approach, where economic damages are multiplied by a factor based on the injury's severity. Or they might use the per diem approach, assigning a daily value to the pain and suffering over the recovery period. To strengthen a claim for psychological impact, victims should document their emotional and mental health changes. This can include therapy records, medical evaluations, or personal testimony about how their life has changed. Symptoms like anxiety, depression, or PTSD should be clearly explained and linked to the injury. The goal is to show how these psychological effects impact daily life, relationships, and overall well-being. Insurance companies and courts understand that emotional suffering is a real and serious part of the injury. Including psychological impact in damages ensures that victims are compensated for the full scope of their suffering. It recognizes that injuries do not just leave physical scars but emotional ones as well. So, if you are dealing with emotional distress after an injury, know that it can be part of your damages and should be documented carefully. This way, you can receive fair compensation that truly reflects all the harm you have experienced.